So I'm just going to cut to the chase here and get to today's hot topic. Now, I'm fairly certain that most of you are aware of Sega's recent success in the gaming market, with games like Puyo Puyo Tetris and two of Sonic's recent titles being Mania and Forces, with the former title selling the most with 1 million units, almost close to Color's numbers too. It's probably due to the fact that it's mostly grade school kids buying the game, which is very good, I suppose. However, the person responsible for Sega's turnaround is none other than their new CEO, Hakure Satome. Now, in a recent interview with Satome-san, which was very interesting, mind you, Satome talks about his history with Sega and their parent company Sammy, to which he worked at the latter. He also talks about smartphone business, the gaming industry, and what he plans to do with the company from here on out. I'll have a link below in the description so you can check out the full interview for yourself. It's really interesting. However, the one thing that really interested me the most is this topic relating to Sonic and what they're going to do with it moving forward. So here's what he had to say. Several years ago, when we launched the Sonic game, the reception was very bad. There is a site called Metacritic that aggregates the critics and scores games from 1 to 100. And at the time that a Sonic game got a 30 out of 100, I felt like we disappointed the fans, the interviewer asked, and Satome replied, "Yeah, disappointed. It did not meet those expectations for the big fan base that we have. So after I took the lead, it will never happen again, and I told our development team, or even our sales teams, that we should not release a game unless we are 100% agree and are confident of the quality." And then the interviewer continues to ask, what are some of the lessons learned during that time, and what do you hope to fix in the future to make Sega's turn around? And here it was his response. It says that Sega is a very known company. Many people on the websites, emails, or Facebook messaging me to make this kind of game, that kind of game, bring this title back, or please improve the quality of this game again, so I try to answer those questions and requests. And it continues to here to where the interviewer asks, so back in the 90s, Sonic the Hedgehog was one of the most successful and well-known franchises of Sega. Now fans of Sega are wondering when Sonic is going to make a successful comeback. What are you telling them? To which Satome replies, one of the answers I gave was the latest two titles which we launched last year, Sonic Mania and Forces, especially Sonic Mania, which got an 80s, 85-ish Metacritic score, and fans are excited about this game and people really love it. Actual sales was very strong. We introduced a Sonic animation series over the past few years. And they go on to talk about making the movie and stuff, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're all aware of that now, but that's not really important. Anyway, I do apologize for reading that. It's just whoever translated that really needs to take grammar lessons, because it sort of made sense, but at the same time it really didn't make sense at all. So now do you guys see? Even Satome wasn't really happy with the way Sonic games had turned out in the past. Which is why now it'll probably take even more time before we see any new Sonic games coming from either Sonic Team or any other company, except for the new racing game, which is coming out this year. Maybe. Who knows? They haven't given news on it yet. So it seems like now they are going to buckle down and put some quality into their titles from now on. I mean, just look at Mania. It turned out so good that they're actually making a physical version with extra content. I know that there are some naysayers out there. Well, I've got a message for you, and I hope that you idiots do get this through your thick skulls in the future. Just because a game, like Sonic Forces as an example, has gotten mixed reception, does not make it bad or hot garbage. That doesn't make it means it's good either. It means it's either okay, or it's good, or whatever, you know? And if you just don't like the game, just trade it in. Play something else. Don't hold it against future Sonic titles, because if you do, you'll be eating your words if it turns out good. So, always reserve judgment, otherwise you're only going to set yourself up for disappointment. Seriously, people, these are just video games. I keep saying this multiple times, but you never ever listen. I understand how you people feel, but you gotta toe the line. Again, for example, I don't like Retro Studios or the way that they treat the Donkey Kong franchise. Everybody else does, but I don't, but you don't hear me whining about it. Just ignore it. And one more thing, because I know this is getting annoying, and I'm really getting sick of people doing this every time I read the damn comments. Stop treating Sonic Team like they're fucking LJN. They are not LJN. Just because you didn't like Forces does not make them a bad company just because they release games that have mixed receptions. I understand that you guys are upset and you don't like the games. You shouldn't be. I'm just getting sick and tired of this shit. You people are treating them bad, and this really needs to end now, okay? I'm serious. Just end it right now. This is Gamerman Review saying, I will see you all next game. Have a good one.
The winner is Gamerman.